So recently I talked about how Jerry Conway was going on about how manga basically just supports sexism and misogyny. Well, guess what? He's on it again, doubling down on his statements and looking more like a fool than ever. Yep, not surprised. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, as we've been seeing, manga has been booming. It has been so popular, and the popularity continues to rise as that's what people are basically getting into now because, Western entertainment has decided to jump into this whole cult of wokeism. And because of this, now you're having people jump over to manga and anime for entertainment because it tells actual good stories that people love and enjoy. Rather than trying to preach how you should live your life and all that, it actually has good entertaining stories. And that's what people want. They want escapism. They don't want to have all this dumb, stupid political crap thrown into the stories that they've enjoyed. And that's why people have gone to anime and manga. And that's why, with the April 2021 NPD book scan, top 20 adult graphic novels turned out to actually be manga because manga's actually good. Because people love manga. And that's what people are going to now, as opposed to American comics. Because American comics, they're not what they used to be, like 30 years ago, where they were actually entertaining stories, great action, good characters that people loved. Nowadays, it's about what agendas can we insert here? What checkboxes can we go with? It's not about great storytelling anymore. And it's a real shame because, whenever they let open the doors to all these, activists that jump in here that are not writers, not fans of comics, and just want to push their agendas, well, yeah, they've destroyed the industry. This is why the comic book industry has been falling apart and collapsing. And it truly is a shame. I mean, it really is. And, the thing is you see someone like Jerry Conway, who's fallen from grace. Now, this is, of course, his original tweet of what he was saying. I mean, this is a guy who helped create the Punisher, like the character of the Punisher, who was obviously one of the best Spider-Man writers ever, and also was the co-creator for this character here, Power Girl. And the funny thing is that, he himself was one of the people that contributed to when multiple issues of Power Girl would be coming out, they would always change the bust size. And he was one of the people who contributed to that, by the way, right? And now he's fallen from grace, and he's become this person who has now joined the woke cult and decides that, this is not appropriate anymore. We can't have this. Well, now he's doubled down because he thinks attacking fans of manga, he thinks that's the best idea because that's going to be getting people into comic books, right? Yeah, no, he's terribly wrong. He stated this: given the number of angry replies from manga fans to my post suggesting some manga art is pathetic and misogynistic, I can only assume there are a lot of incels who beat off the drawings of teen girls. Oh my dear God, if I had a nickel for every single time I heard them try to make the argument of, oh, it's always the incels. Oh God, I'd be rich. Because I'm serious, every time it's something that they don't like, it's always the incels. They're the ones. They're the problem. Seriously, shut up. Oh man, do I get tired of that. Also, not only that, but he's complaining about drawings. Okay, he's complaining about drawings. Something that's not real. But, that seems to be a problem. He also doesn't bring up the fact that, like I said, he co-created Power Girl. Doesn't talk about that. Doesn't talk about how he tried to, increase the size of her bust in many different issues. He was a part of that. He was involved in that. So it's kind of funny that while he tries to tell manga how they should be doing things, oh, yeah, well, he did these things himself. I mean, he got completely ratioed. He got blasted by people over this. I mean, the one previously, went viral. This one didn't. But even still, he got bodied on this one as well, which is hilarious. But thing is what he's done, Jerry Conway has basically just fallen from who he once was. To think, the guy who created the Punisher, Power Girl has fallen to this. One of the best Spider-Man writers of all time has fallen to this. Like, ridiculous. I mean, this is crazy. But this is how the industry works because, when you do stuff like this, you typically get praised in it, right? But he's not used to the backlash that he got here. And so he tries to double down, and he also states this. The irony is, I do read some manga myself, just not the near hentai and actual hentai stuff. I'm not dissing the art form. Hell, I have the slipcase edition of Akira in translation, and I used to subscribe to Shonen Jump in the 1980s, or the culture, just calling out abuse. First thing, this is bullshit. Like, straight up. I don't believe Jerry Conway has once been subscribed to Shonen Jump. I don't believe that. Secondly, not only do I not believe that, but I'd like to see the evidence of the abuse that he's going on about, right? Where's that? Oh, because, last time I checked, lines on paper don't hurt people except for snowflakes like Jerry Conway. I don't see how this is hurting anybody. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's not hurting anyone. It's dumb. Thing is that also, when you look at it, of course there's going to be attractive female characters in manga, and since he specifically brings up Shonen Jump, well, Shonen Jump is a brand that tries to appeal to teen to adult males. So of course they're going to have attractive female characters. Same with male characters, by the way. They do make attractive male characters for, women and people that are into that as well, which is a good thing. They try to appeal there because, when you think about it, manga, it's something that appeals to everybody. It's something that anybody can get into, different genres. And, you look at comic books, right? Comic books back in the day used to have attractive female characters as well, but they obviously lost their way, and now they make female characters that look like big buff dudes, or they look like little boys. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can go look at it, and you can see that it's not what it used to be like 30 years ago. And basically, Jerry Conway is just like any other comic book artist or comic book pro that's out there that's like, don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Like Kelly Sue DeConnick that everybody knows. Hence why they're losing money as opposed to where manga is actually booming with cash. They know what sells. I mean, you look at how well manga's selling, and one of them that I really enjoy myself, that is a newer one, is Jujutsu Kaisen. Absolutely fantastic, by the way. Definitely recommend you go check it out if you haven't. But the point is, manga is doing things right in terms of entertainment. It really feels like you are actually having real entertainment, escaping reality, not worrying about the stupid issues that go on in the real world. You can go into escapism with this stuff, right? Because that's what it's supposed to be. And one thing that I wanted to point out here in this article was this. Anime adaptations hold much more meaning than just animating a story. It promotes the hard work and creativity of writers. Yes, it does. That's why people love manga and anime so much, because, manga itself is telling an excellent story, has excellent characters that anybody can enjoy, even relate to. And also, not only that, but gives you great action that comic books don't give you anymore. Like, seriously, there's a Marvel comic that's going on with the X-Men right now, and they're literally just like at a dinner. It's so bad. Like, I want to see, like the X-Men go out and fight in space, or I want to see them actually do some real fighting. I don't want to see them go to some stupid dinner party. I mean, that's lame. That's boring. It's over a stupid election because, politics. I mean, seriously, nobody wants that. And Jerry Conway is just like all the rest of these pros, they sit around there and they try to tell you that, but manga's bad because of this and that, which is stupid because they don't understand it, they don't read it, they don't consume it, so they don't care, And when it comes to comic books, they're going to try to sell off the terrible shit that the American comic book industry tries to produce today. And you look at the sales numbers between manga, which is selling in millions, as to where you have like the American industry that's only selling like 30,000 the most. And while you have graphic novel sales with manga completely just dominating, well, you look at comic books themselves. Batman's like the only thing that really sells. Batman, Superman, that's about it. Everything else sucks. And when you go to look at Twitter profiles like Jerry Conway's or any other comic pros, then you'll see that the people that are within the mainstream industry, you'll see they basically talk about, 99% of the time politics. I'm not even kidding. You'd imagine they talk about art or they talk about comics. No, they're going on about politics, and nobody cares about that. And I mean, it's a real shame. It's a real shame to see that this is what the American comic book industry has become. They have become self-destructive. They're not getting any sales. They're attacking the actual fans. And politics is so heavily on their brains that they inject this crap into their books. Like, that's how terrible it is. And that's why the industry is dying. And that's why manga is booming, because manga is all about having fun. And the American comic book industry, well, they're all about making trash. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here. And make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the news videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. The links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.